This isn't a comeback story. It's a kept going story. Today I got out of bed, that counts. Today I answered the call instead of letting it ring into doubt. Today I didn't quit, not loudly, not heroically, just quietly stayed. And sometimes quiet staying is brave. Nobody claps for small victories. Nobody posts about almost gave up but didn't. But I know, and that's enough. Small wins, small steps, small breath in my chest. I'm not racing the world, I'm doing my best. Small wins, that's how it begins. Not with fireworks, but with I'm still in. Hey. I used to think progress had to look impressive, like loud success, like overnight change. But healing is boring sometimes. Growth is repetitive. Strength looks like trying again on a random Wednesday, and no one sees it except me. Maybe courage isn't jumping off cliffs. Maybe it's answering emails. Maybe it's drinking water. Maybe it's saying I'm not okay and staying anyway. Small wins, stack them high, one quiet promise at a time. Small wins, that's how I rise. Not all at once, just one more try. No spotlight, no crowd, still proud.
Think the road was straight, a line from here to there. But life moves like the ocean wind, it doesn't really care. It bends around your fragile plans, it shifts beneath your feet. It teaches you that falling down and rising are the same heartbeat. I've watched the seasons change my skin, felt winter in July, held questions like a loaded breath and let them pass me by. Some answers never shouted, they barely made a sound, but I found them in the quiet when no one was around. And every step I didn't take still taught me how to move. Every dream that slipped away left space for something new. I am not behind the clock, I'm not too late to try. Every time I lift my head, the sky is learning my name. Oh, the sky is learning my name.
I've chased reflections of success that never felt like mine. Tried to force a perfect shape on something undefined. But growth is not a spotlight, it doesn't need applause. It's the courage to keep breathing when you don't know the cause. Some days I am a question mark, some days a steady line. Some days I am a broken watch, still somehow keeping time. But even in the fractured parts, in doubt that feels the same, there's a quiet kind of bravery in staying in the game. Maybe strength is softer than I was taught to see. Maybe power isn't louder, maybe it's simply be. Maybe I don't have to win to know that I belong. Maybe just continuing has been the victory all along. And every fear I've ever faced has slowly lost its claim. Not because it disappeared, but I walk through it anyway. I don't need the world to notice, I don't need the crowd to cheer. Every time I choose to grow, the sky becomes more clear. Ooh, the sky becomes more clear. I am not unfinished, I am becoming. And the sky is learning my name. Ah! And stepped anyway. I've been standing in the mirror asking who I'd be if I stop letting doubt decide for me. Every what if I fail, every what if I fall was a cage made of questions I built as a wall. I was waiting for courage to suddenly appear, but courage was hiding behind my fear. In the moment I moved, but my hands still shaking, was the moment my limits started breaking. No more waiting for confidence, no more perfect timing. The only way forward is climbing. I go beyond the fear, beyond the doubt inside. Every step into the unknown is a step where I rise. I don't need guarantees, I don't need it clear. Everything I'm meant to be is waiting beyond the fear. My chapters to somebody else's story. Forgot that slow progress is still moving toward glory. Every late night thinking I was falling behind was shaping resilience inside my mind. No one sees the effort when the room is dark, but growth doesn't need applause to leave a mark. Every quiet decision to try once more is a victory louder than the crowd's roar. If I tremble, I walk. If I panic, I breathe. If I feel like I can't, I still believe. Because bravery isn't loud, it doesn't scream, it whispers. Take one more step into the dream. I go beyond the fear. I go beyond the fear.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to move.
I've been standing at the bottom, looking up at the climb, thinking maybe I was late, maybe out of time. But the mountain never told me I couldn't try. It was my own reflection teaching me to fly. Every setback felt heavy, every doubt felt real, but fear only wins when you choose not to feel. And I felt every failure, let it cut, let it sting. Then I turned that pain into the reason I sing.
I don't need a miracle, I just need a start. Courage isn't loud, it's a stubborn heart.
One step higher,
one breath strong. Even if the road feels endless, I keep moving on. I don't have to see forever, I just trust the next move. Every small step forward is something to prove.
One step higher,
closer than before. I don't wait for open windows.
I knock on the door. My journey to someone else's pace. Forgot that every runner has a different race. Progress isn't flashy, it's quiet and slow. It's choosing not to quit when nobody knows. I've learned that strength isn't never falling down. It's getting back up without needing a crown. The only real failure is refusing to try. So I dust off the doubt and aim for the sky.
If I stumble, I steady. If I break, I mend. Every ending in my life became a bend, not a stop, not the end, just a turn where I begin again.
One step higher.
Advance. I am not what tried to stop me. I am what survived. I've been standing in the shadows of versions of myself. Every doubt like a whisper sitting on the shelf. I felt the weight of almost, heard the sound of not today. But something in my spirit never walked away. Every closed door echoed, every fall left proof that strength is not perfection, it's rebuilding from the truth. And I rebuilt in silence, brick by fragile brick. While the world was busy doubting, I was building something thick. No lightning from the heavens, no shortcut through the climb. If I want a different future, I design it over time. I'm made of more than fear and broken dreams, more than all the you can't and the silent screams. I don't fold when it's heavy, I don't run from the storm. Every crack in my armor just changes led by the crowd, but growth doesn't happen when it's trying to be loud. Every late night question, every early morning doubt, we're sharpening the warrior that's finally stepping out. I don't need applause now, I don't need to explain. Every loss that tried to end me rewired my brain. I learned that resilience isn't loud or fast. It's standing one more time, then your heart is fast. If I shake, I stabilize. If I fall, I rise. If I fail, I analyze. Then I redefine. You can't stop momentum once it starts to believe. And I believe in who I'm becoming, more than what I've achieved. I'm made of more than limits and regret, more than every failure I haven't conquered yet. I don't wait for permission, I don't beg to be free. The power I was searching for was always me. Not lucky, not perfect, made of more.
I've walked through nights with no direction, no stars to show the way. Every dream felt out of reach, every hope began to fade. But deep inside the silence, past the doubt and all the pain, there was something still breathing, whispering my name. I've fallen more than once, hit the ground without a sound, but rock bottom taught me there's no lower ground. If I'm here and still breathing, if my heart still beats strong, then maybe every setback was pushing me along. I don't need perfect conditions, I don't need skies to clear. I just need one reason, and I'll build it from here. Still I rise again, stronger than I've ever been. Every scar became a promise that I wouldn't give in. When the weight feels heavy and the road feels long, I remember who I am and I move on.
Still I rise again,
Even when it hurts to stand,
I don't wait for someone else.
I take my own hand. I've seen doors close in my face, heard you're not enough. Felt the cold grip of failure when the climb got rough. But limits are illusions, fear wants you to believe. And strength is built in moments when you refuse to leave. I don't chase perfection, I chase growth instead. Every mistake I've made rewrote what's ahead. I'm not who I was yesterday, and that's my proof of change. Progress isn't loud, but it rearranges everything. If I break, I rebuild. If I lose, I learn. Every ending in my life was a turn. You can doubt my timing, you can question my pace, but you can stop a heart that refuses to wait. Still I rise again. Still I rise again.
Still I rise again, through the fire and the rain. Every tear that tried to drown me only fed the flame. I'm more than my worst days, more than what I've been. Every time the world says stop,
But rise again. Not finished, not broken, still rising.
become. I was standing on the edge of everything I feared. Every doubt was loud, every future unclear. But something in my heartbeat refused to disappear. Even shaking in the dark, I was stronger than the fear.
I've been face to face with failure, felt ambition almost drowned. Heard the world say stay down, but I don't stay down. Every loss rewired me, every scar redefined. You can pressure the body, but you can't cage the mind.
No more waiting for rescue,
no more asking for signs.
If the door doesn't open,
we redesign.
Now the fire inside it, perfectly aligned.
We don't break,
we become stronger than what we outrun. Every wound turned to wisdom, every war almost won.
we don't fade in the pressure,
We don't bend in the storm.
when the world says you're finished,
That's where we're reborn. I've been silenced in rooms that weren't built for my voice. But queens aren't discovered, they rise by choice.
Every tear was a teacher, every bruise was a spark. Now I walk like a flame, even deep in the dark. I've been underestimated, overlooked by design, but diamonds stay hidden before they shine. I don't fear opposition, I don't flinch at the climb. Pressure doesn't destroy me, it refines.
Let the pressure expand,
We don't fold under weight,
we command. If we fall, it's momentum. If we bleed, it's growth. You can't stop evolution once it knows.
whoa, whoa.
We don't break, we become unstoppable one. Every shadow behind us proves what we've overcome. No ceiling above us,
No fear left to run.
they try to end the story, but we've just begun. Not broken, not done. We become.
I walk through fire alone, carry weight on my back. Every scar was a lesson, every loss an attack. They said I fade in the dark, said my voice wouldn't last. But pressure builds warriors from the pain of the past.
I rose from the silence, from the edge of defeat. Every tear turned to power, every wound a heartbeat. They tried to confine me, tried to dim what I am. But queens aren't created, they rise in command.
No one handed me glory,
No one showed me the way.
I built strength from the ruins.
I refuse to obey.
Now the fire inside us,
It's too wild to contain.
we have two flames,
One crown,
rising higher now.
every doubt that tried to break us.
Couldn't take us down.
We don't run from the pressure
We don't bow to the fear.
when the world stands against us.
We make it disappear.
Two voices, one thunder, two hearts, one sound. We don't wait for permission.
We take the ground. I've been buried in failure, felt the cold of the fall. I never falling at all. They're measured by rising when the odds say no, by standing unshaken when the chaos grows.
I've been doubted and tested, overlooked by the crowd, but diamonds stay silent before shining loud. I don't need validation, don't need to be saved. I carved my own future, I was never afraid.
Let the storm come closer,
Let the tension rise,
I don't feel the lightning.
I become the sky.
If we fall forward.
We bleed, we ignite.
You can silence a kingdom
that was born to fight.
We are two flames, one crown, unstoppable sound.
Every wall that surrounds us
Is burning down.
no chains on our future.
No fear in our name.
We weren't made to follow.
We were born to reign. They try to divide us.
They only made us stronger.
Two flames,
One crown,
forever rising. I was shaped in the shadows, where the silence cuts deep. Every dream felt heavy, every night lost sleep. But pain is a language that the feelers translate. I turned every too late into fuel for my faith. They said know your limits, I erased the line. Build strength out of struggle, build vision from grind. Every fall was a lesson, every loss was a spark. Now the fire they feared is light in the dark.
no rescue is coming, no miracle call. If I want something higher,
I outgrow it all. I wear a crown of my own.
forcing pressure in stone. Every scar that I carry proved I stood alone.
I don't bow to the doubt.
I don't kneel to the fear. Every time I was tested, I became more clear. I don't wait for a throne, I build where I stand. I don't follow a kingdom,
I command. I've been buried in rumors, been dismissed by the crowd, but silence builds power when it's quiet and loud. Every setback designed me, every bruise made me wise. You don't conquer the summit without learning to rise. They mistook my patience for a moment of doubt, but warriors grow stronger when the noise fades out. Now the weight that once crushed me is the ground that I claim. They remember the pressure, I remember the flame. Let the walls try to close in,
let the tension increase.
diamonds don't ask for comfort.
Born under heat.
If I fall, I fall forward.
If I break, I break chains.
You can't stop a vision that's running through veins. I wear a crown of my own,
unshaken, untamed.
every doubt that opposed me.
Only strengthen my name.
No ceiling above me.
No fear in my tone.
I wasn't made to follow.
I was built for my throne. They waited for a king. I became one.
They closed the gates. through corridors of silence, where echoes try to steal my sound. Every promise felt like lightning, striking nowhere near the ground.
But I gathered every fragment of the pieces left behind, turned the wreckage into rockets, left the gravity behind.
They said the road was over, said the climb was far too steep, but mountains fear persistence more than warriors fear the deep. Every never was a challenge, every stop became a sign. If the door won't ever open, I redesign the line.
No more waiting for the sunrise, I ignite the morning flame. No more asking for permission, I authorize my name.
I'm chasing an unchained horizon,
where limits fade away.
every step I take is thunder,
Breaking through the gray,
I don't fall beneath the pressure.
I evolve inside the strain.
I turn every ounce of struggle,
Into fuel inside my veins.
there's no ceiling in my vision, no surrender in my soul. I don't follow maps of doubt,
I redraw the goal.
I've been counted out in whispers, been dismissed before the start, but rejection builds resilience when it hardens up the heart. Every night I train in silence, every dawn I sharpen will. You can test my dedication, you won't test standing still. They mistook my quiet focus for a lack of in the fire, but volcanoes stay patient before they rise up higher. Now the ground beneath me trembles, now the air begins to shift. I don't pray for something better,
I become the gift. If I fall ascending. If I bleed believe. You can't cage a rising spirit with temporary grief. Let the storms rewrite the weather, let the critics take their aim. I've already faced the worst and I'm still in the game.
I'm chasing an unchained horizon,
Unstoppable and free.
every doubt that tried to break me,
Built a stronger me.
I don't wait for destiny,
I design it with my hands.
I don't hope for better days.
I command them to expand.
And when history remembers
Who refuse to be confined.
they'll say I didn't find my future.
I built it in my mind. No chains, no ceilings, no fear left to obey. Only horizon, only forward, only my way.
I don't ask for space, I take it. I was raised in the tension where the weak learn to hide, but I sharpen ambition with the fire inside. Every loss left a mark, every scar left a code. I decoded the pain, now I carry the load. They said limits define you, that the ceiling's too high, but I live where the air's thin, where the feelers survive. I don't bend under pressure, I expand in the heat. Every time I get buried, I come back on my feet. No mercy from the system, no blessing from above. If I want the throne shining, I build it out of blood. I was born to dominate, not to hesitate. Every wall that blocks my vision only elevates. I don't run from the fight, I accelerate. Pressure makes a diamond, watch me crystallize my fate. I don't wait for opportunity, I invade. Every doubt that speaks against me gets erased. overlooked and ignored, but silence is a weapon when it's perfectly stored. I was learning, observing, building strength in the dark. Now the spark became wildfire, now the flame leaves a mark. They were watching me stumble, thinking I'd disappear, but I was building momentum out of chaos and fear. Every setback a setup, every fall a design. I was never behind, I was ahead of my time. If the world wants a war, I don't flinch, I ignite. I don't fear opposition, I become it at night. Let the pressure surround me, let the tension expand. You don't break a commander by attacking his stand. I was born to dominate. I was born to dominate. Rise and create. Every scar on my body is a badge of my fate. No chains on my vision, no doubt in my vein. I don't survive the storm, I become the rain. Remember the name, remember the flame. I wasn't made to follow, I was born to dominate. In the middle of chaos, where hope felt thin as air. Every dream came with a warning, every blessing with the dare. I've seen doors slam like thunder, felt the weight of silent doubt. But pressure is a sculptor, and it carved a fire out. They told me stay small, stay quiet, don't reach higher than your place. But something in my bloodstream refused to be erased. Every no became ignition, every fall became a plan. If the world won't build my future, then I build it with my hands. No throne was ever given, no crown was ever found, so I forged one in the darkness when nobody was around. I am the empire of the unbreakable, the voice that won't retreat. Every scar is a reminder that I do not accept defeat. I don't kneel to fear or failure, I don't bow to circumstance. I turn pressure into diamonds, I turn struggle into stance. When the ground begins to tremble and the sky is torn apart, I don't run from the explosion, I command it from the heart. I've tasted bitter endings, felt ambition almost die. Watch the mirror show a stranger with rebellion in his eyes. But defeat is just a teacher, wearing armor made of pain. If you listen to the lesson, you come back stronger in the rain. Every night I face the silence, every doubt I let it speak. But I answered with resilience, and resilience doesn't break. You can bury me in ashes, you can drag me through the storm, but storms don't scare the lightning, they reminded what it's for. No rescue in the distance, no miracle to start. If I want a revolution, I detonate my heart. I am the empire of the unbreakable, forged in unseen wars. Every wound became a weapon, every lock became a door. I don't wait for validation, I don't beg to be believed. I became my own foundation when the world said I should leave. And if giants stand before me, if the odds are stacked too high, shadow how to rise. Let the pressure multiply, let the doubters amplify. Every time they say impossible, I redefine. I was built for opposition, engineered for the climb. You can test my limits, but you won't outlast my grind. If I bleed forward. If I fall ahead. You can't kill a dream that feeds on the words you say. I am the empire of the unbreakable, unstoppable flame. Every time they try to end me, they engrave my name. No chains can hold my future, no fear can own my will. I don't wait for mountains moving, I command them to be still. When history is written, when the dust has settled down, they won't say I survived it, they'll say I took the crown. I was never meant to fit the world, I was meant to build my own. I used to move without direction, same mistakes, same reflection. Every goal I put aside, every dream I let slide. I wasn't broken, not yet, just stuck in what I slept, calling comfort being safe, while my future slipped away. Then it started feeling loud, even when there was no sound. Like my thoughts were closing in on everything I kept within. Not a voice, not a scream, just the weight of what I didn't achieve. Every tomorrow I believed slowly turned into grief. Right in that space where I used to hesitate. No more waiting for a sign, no more wasting borrowed time. It wasn't perfect, it wasn't clean, but it was the first time I had seen that nothing changes from delay, only from what you do today. Without a reason, not emotion, not a season. Just because I finally know that stillness makes nothing grow. Every step is mine to take, every risk I choose to make. Even small, even unsure, still becomes something more. It wasn't magic,
like it needs permission, but life responds only to repetition. Not the version you imagine, not the plan in your mind, but the things you actually do over time. Every delay feels harmless until it becomes your pace, and direction, because action builds understanding more than reflection. And slowly it becomes obvious what you avoided before was never lack of ability, just hesitation at the door. This is how aura is built. In the days you stay still, enough to keep showing up until doubt doesn't kill. Not in speed, not in light, but in what you repeat. When nobody's watching, but you're still on your feet. You stop restarting your story and start continuing it, because discipline is the bridge you actually live with. And every small decision that you don't abandon is quietly rewriting the direction you're landing. Keep going, keep building, keep moving, keep healing. Nothing changes you faster than what you do next. Motivation, just movement. You don't need to feel ready, you need to stay in line, because discipline is built slowly through what you repeat in time. It's not about big moments, it's what you don't ignore. The small decisions you keep making when nothing feels like more. You thought it had to change fast, like something you could see, but real growth is almost silent, becoming who you be. Keep going, don't stop, keep building, don't drop. One step, then more. This is what's yours. For energy and start creating your pace, because consistency is stronger than emotion in any case. It doesn't matter how you feel when the habit stays intact, because what you do repeatedly always comes back. To justify your start, because discipline becomes stronger than what you feel in your heart. And slowly it becomes natural, not forced, not even new, just the version that emerges from everything you do. Keep building, keep going, keep shaping, keep growing. You are waiting for change. you're just not finished. Keep thinking you need a restart, like everything's been lost. But progress doesn't disappear just because it has a cost. It stays inside your habits, inside what you repeat, in the way you don't give up when it would be easier to retreat. You don't need a new beginning, you need to continue this one, because most of what you're building is done before it's done. Don't reset, don't restart, just continue from the heart. Keep it going, stay aligned. What you build stays in time. Never about speed, it was about staying present with everything that you need. Because discipline is quiet, it doesn't ask to be seen, it just keeps you consistent between where you are and where you've been. This is how a rut is built, in the days that you still filled with the choices you keep making when nothing feels instilled. Not in moments, not in light, but in what you don't abandon when the easiest option calls to become. You stop chasing new versions and start refining the one that already exists within you from everything you've done. And slowly it becomes natural to not break your own chain, because what you keep repeating rewires your name. Don't reset yourself, don't forget your path, don't erase your progress, don't look back. You weren't starting over, you were continuing forward. You don't need perfect conditions, you just need to begin. You keep waiting for the right moment, like it's somewhere out there, but time doesn't deliver answers, it only reflects what you dare. Every delay feels harmless until it becomes your pace, and what was meant to be movement turns into a waiting space. You don't lack direction, you lack continuation, the ability to stay steady beyond motivation. Keep going, don't pause, keep going, no cause, just move, just try, no need to ask why. It's not about feeling ready, evolve, you start to notice. Slowly nothing changes from delay, but everything starts shifting the moment you don't stay. This is how aura is built, in the days that you still filled with discipline over feeling, until doubt is killed. Not by force, not by rush, but by what you never drop, when it would have been easier to simply stop. You're not becoming someone else, you're becoming consistent. The version that stays present even when life feels distant. And slowly it becomes natural to not break your own line, because what you keep repeating starts defining your design. Keep building anyway, keep moving anyway, keep showing anyway, keep growing anyway. You weren't waiting for the moment. You were building it. You were building it. You don't need everything aligned.
You need to start anyway.
Waiting for the perfect moment.
It's just another delay.
Nothing changes from thinking.
Everything changes from doing.
And the life you keep delaying is the one you're not pursuing.
Step in, don't
Stop,
build up,
don't drop,
no fear,
no pause.
just cause.
Stack days,
Stack breath,
no rush.
no stress.
What you do is progress. It doesn't need approval,
Doesn't need a feeling.
it needs decision.
Every small continuation.
Every shaping something stronger that lives inside.
This is how art is built, in the silence that you fill with the things you keep repeating, until doubt is still. No stop, no reset.
Just the life you don't regret,
You become what you continue.
until nothing feels left.
No stop, no reset.
Just the life you don't regret,
You become what you continue.
until nothing feels left. You stop searching for momentum,
And become the star.
you stop waiting for direction,
And trust your part,
and slowly it stops feeling
like effort or fight.
just the way you keep on building your inner light. Move, don't break, don't fade, stay, don't wait, don't trade your progress for doubt. No signal. Still keep waiting for the feeling,
but feeling only lies.
What if nothing ever clicks first?
What if you just begin?
And the clarity you're chasing
is built from discipline within.
No pause,
no break,
no fear,
no faith.
Step in,
stay there.
Oh wait,
build slow, build you, rebuild you.
What you do
pulls you through.
It doesn't feel important
until it starts to stack.
Every choice you don't abandon
never fades back.
You think it's nothing special,
but nothing is where it starts.
And repetition is the language that rewrites who you are.
This is how aura is built, in the things you never quit. When there's no one to confirm it, but you still commit. No final version,
just progress,
perfection,
just address.
Become what you continue until nothing feels less. You stop waiting for permission
and start becoming the source.
You stop asking for direction
and become your own force.
And slowly it stops feeling
like something you must try.
It just becomes the way you move, the way you live your life.
Don't stop, don't fade, stay. Don't drop, don't break. You're not arriving, you're shaping. You're shaping. No final version,
just continuation.
Just motion, just start. No signal, no spark. You move in the dark. You keep waiting for alignment, but alignment is made. It's not about inspiration, it's about what you do. When nothing is pushing forward, but you choose to move. Step in, stay in, don't drift, don't break. Build slow, build real. No fake, stack days, stack time, stack will, stack mind. What you repeat, you define. It starts unnoticed, it grows unseen. No loud beginning, just routine. But you were born to transform. This is how art is built, in the things that you repeat. When no one is watching close, but you still stay in your feet. No drama, no show, just the way you choose to grow. You become what you continue, until it starts to glow. You stop searching for moments and start building your own. You stop needing permission to become what you've known. And slowly it feels natural, like it's always been there. The version you were chasing was built from how you care. Don't stop, don't fade, stay, don't drop, don't break. This is you in the making. Arrival, just building. No reset, no restart, just motion.